Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Another day, another video. And if you haven't noticed, we have ourselves a point of view lens now. So I actually just ordered a stand on Amazon, and I had a lot of people requesting actual in-person duels, more point of view duels, because they wanted to see like my thought process or how my deck plays or everything like that. So I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and order this, get it out the way. And I went ahead and broke it out the box just to like record a video, see how everything looked, see if it's too shaky, and then see how it transfers over to YouTube. But yesterday was a Houston regional, so we're basically doing a tournament report right now, talking about how the deck performed, what changes I would make, and I guess we can run through the list real quick. It's basically the same list I posted a few days ago. Absolutely nothing's changed. So I'm going to run through the list real quick. I'm not going to explain the reasonings why I play certain cards because I did that in the previous video. So let's just run through it real quick. It's going to be triple Femina, triple Lucius, one Frixel, triple Malulu, double Pan, one Urgula, triple Rahu, triple Ketu, and Flame with Horn. So nothing super special there. That's basically, almost standard. One Roy, Izunas with Lupus, triple Jokul with Lantern, and we did Case for Canine and X-Force released. All right. And then we did triple Fua, triple Ash, triple Super Poly. So after we do this whole little quick deck profile, I'll talk about like the highlights, what I would change, all that jazz. So for extra, we did triple Arthalion, one Golemel, Secretarion, Mysterion, Philia Regis, Garura with Mud Dragon. Then we did Valon, Ripper, Werewolf, and then Spirit with Eyes of Blue, Hieratic Seal, and Cross Sheep. All right. And then for extra, we did triple Crow, triple Perulia, triple Droll, Thrust, D-Barrier, Called By, Tactics, and double Spell Card Soul Exchange. All right, for highlights, since I'm holding the side deck already, the cards that actually performed were going to be the triple Droll, triple Perulia, and triple Crow. These came in the majority of all my duels. I basically mostly did mirror matches. Every mirror match for Dracotail, I won. Every loss was rogue, pretty much. Like, I played Lunalight, I played artmage, and I played mitsu Orcust, and those were my losses. And then artmage was just a double loss because it just went into time. So if I had a little more time, I know I was going to win that match. Most definitely. Thrust and D-Barrier came in for like one match, and I think it was against the Artmage player because they're a fusion deck as well. So I literally just made a fusion, and they couldn't play. These never came in. So I'm going to give you alternatives to this. These 11 cards, I'm going to keep the exact same. All right, so for extra deck, cards that could be changed. Cross Sheep didn't really come up that much. And another card that could be changed is probably Philia Regis. Now, if I had to choose and had to pick one to keep, I would keep the Philia Regis because this came in a lot because I am playing Super Poly and I played a bunch of mirror matches. And then just the Philia Regis effect to be able to banish from field and or graveyard like came up a few times. So honestly, that I might just keep that. But you can change the Cross Sheep. Before I actually submitted my deck list, I was thinking about putting in Zeus just so I could use the Valon. Like if I attack with Valon, I can put a Zeus on top, clear board, and that came up a lot. That situation actually came up a few times. So I think going forward, I know I posted a bunch of Cross Sheep lines that you can do, but dude, Zeus would have been clutch in a few of my matches. Like, I ended up winning them anyway, but it would have been way easier if I just, you know, had a Zeus instead. Now, for the main deck is 41. And I basically built the main deck to combat Dracotail and Yummy. I felt like those were going to be the main decks that I'm going to be facing, and I was correct. 5 out of 8. But, yeah, everything was amazing. The one thing I actually would cut is I would cut one pan. Only because in this version of the deck, it doesn't come up as much because you're utilizing 2 separate engines. You're utilizing the K9 engine along with Dracotail. And there was a match, my round 6, I was actually on the feature match. I'll link it in the little information area, I guess. But I actually drew 2 of these back to back with no actual follow-up to do anything with. So I actually might cut this down to 1 and just make the deck a clean 40. So that's my only change I would do for the main. Everything was perfect. The only problems I actually had were going to be in the side deck, which I feel like, you know, like I sided this in for Luna, never saw it, and then these just never really did anything, unfortunately. Like, we're a monster heavy deck, so I feel like more monsters would have been like more clutch. So the changes I would make for these 4 cards, I would actually put in 2 Ghost Spell, 2 Nibiru. So Ghost Spell is really good this format, being able to hit like the Draco traps or some of the Yummy effects, or even like protecting your stuff from like DD Crows and like Bestials or even a Called By. So I feel like this should have been in, and then Nibiru as well. Like Nibiru in conjunction with other hand traps or with the K9 engine, like it actually comes up. So going forward, I'm removing these and playing these. So hopefully there's going to be another event coming up where I could like test my theory. Alrighty. And then let's talk about highlights in the main deck. Cards that overperformed. Now, honestly, again, like I know I talked about it in the deck profile, but Noroi came up multiple times. Like even in some of like, I think my first match, my opponent didn't actually know what I was playing because I just started off normal summon Noroi. And they thought I was playing something else. So summon Noroi, I think they had to negate it or something. And then I was able to just go off with Dracotail stuff. And they were like, oh, okay, I didn't know you were on that. I would have saved my interruptions for actual Dracotail things. But Noroi has came in clutch. The effect to summon from deck got negated a lot. But the ability to actually like send a case with K9. So like if I start with case of K9, I'm just going to search this. Normal summon and then attempt to activate effect. If they don't negate it, then I obviously just get a free body on board, more extension, start with the Ripper. But using the Noroi to send the case for K9 and just look at my opponent's hand gives you so much advantage to where you can sculpt your entire board to like combat whatever they're playing. The only time that actually didn't help was when I played against Lunalight. I went first. I saw their entire hand. I made an interruption for everything. But unfortunately, the card they drew was a Book of Eclipse. So I had to waste my Dracotail Flame on the Book of Eclipse, or else I'd be out a Valon, a Ripper, and then my Golemel would be set. So I had to do that, and then he was able to like push through all the rest of the interruptions that I had. So good on him. He's actually a local player, so shout out to him. He did amazing. We went to game 3. I sided in like, I think I had like 20 hand traps, 20 interruption going second, and I only saw 1 Ash Blossom. And he was just able to make Liger Dancer, and I can't do anything about that. But another highlight is going to be the Super Polys. Super Polys did amazing. Again, most of my matchups were going to be mirror matches, so able to make like Secretarion, make Mysterion, make Thalia Regis. Like, being able to just break my opponent's board and just play safely from there. Let's go. What else was a highlight in the main deck? Honestly, the whole K9 engine in general. Like, I know a lot of people don't have a lot of good experiences with the deck because they say it bricks for them, but it just gels so well with me. And I've played different versions. I played pure, I played branded. I haven't played branded since the ban list, so maybe it's better, but yeah, I just like it a lot. It works for me. So yeah, I think that is it. If there's any more highlights, I don't think. But, oh, dude, major highlight, DD Crow. DD Crow won me basically my matches, or my match on stream. Like, I Perulia'd, and then I had a DD Crow in hand, so I DD Crow'd. He summoned something, I just DD Crow'd again. It was the yummy matchup. But DD Crow in this format, I feel, is very, very good. So that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know if this point of view thing works. Hopefully the iPhone stabilization like kind of makes it a little less wonky. But those are my changes to the deck. This deck really combats pure Dracotail or Dracotail variants very, very well because you have the K9 engine that you can basically lean on. So you can start your turn with a Ripper, and then your opponent literally actually has to guess on what you're playing, or they know what you're playing and they have to interrupt in a way to where your Ripper just doesn't hit the board, and then they waste more, extension or hand traps or everything like that. That's pretty much it, guys. I appreciate you. Hopefully next event I can bring home a better dub. But yeah, point of view videos coming soon. And yeah, that's about it. Appreciate y'all. Later. Peace.